Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Saiful Mukminin, and I'm from Master of Linguistic, Faculty of Cultural Sciences, Universitas Gadjah Mada Yogyakarta. In this opportunity, I would like to present my research with the title Borrowing Strategies in Translating Indonesian Culinary Terms into Arabic on Instagram account at Our Indo Kitchen and its relevance to sustainable culinary tourism. As we know that Indonesian culinary diversity reflect a rich cultural heritage and regional values. So it is the impact of the globalization that increases the need to translate Indonesian culinary terms for international audience. For example, in English, for example, as an international languages, or even in Arabic as international language too that acknowledged by United Nations. So in this case, one of the social media can be seen as a media that can be spread. The social media can be as a global promotional tool, for example, in Indonesian cuisine. So in this case, I take one of example which is at our Indo Kitchen, which this account introduces Indonesian dishes to Arabic speaking audiences through a bilingual post. So, in this case, we can see that translating food, especially in food terms or cuisine, is part of linguistic and cultural act. So it can be seen that literal translation it can be raised to the cultural laws. So one of the strategy that can be used by translator is pure borrowing. It can be maintaining the authenticity and promotes cultural identity globally. So in this case, this research focuses on how borrowing strategies sustain Indonesia's culinary heritage within a sustainable tourism framework. So have a look at this example. I taken from the Instagram post from the account at our Indo Kitchen in Instagram. So in this picture, we can see that nasi liwet is one of the famous Indonesian culinary. It be translated into Arabic, become nasi liwet. So it is there is adjustment phonologically based on the Arabic standard rules. So as we see that borrowing it is word taken directly from another languages. So Molina and Albert 2002 uh, they classified the translating of borrowing into pure borrowing and naturalized borrowing. So in this case, borrowing can help maintaining the cultural meaning and enrich the target lexicon. So there is a lot of previous research that related with the translating the cuisine or culinary or food into a lot of language in the world. So there is a few studies that address social media based translation and its tourism relevance. So in this case, this research explored how pure borrowing, especially the one of the classified, the type of the borrowing on Instagram, especially in at our Indo Kitchen, support cultural authenticity and sustainable culinary tourism. So I apply the qualitative approach using a descriptive, comparative, and interpretative method to support my research. So the data driven from the Indonesian culinary terms and the Arabic translation from Instagram account at our Indo Kitchen from 2020 until 2025. So the data analysis was driven by three-step data reduction, data display, and conclusion drawing. So The data take or the collection of the data which using observation and note taking. Have a look at this example of the finding of this research. So I show to in this slide there is a three examples of the culinary terms in Indonesia which translated into Arabic. For example, bakso, which translated became baksu with the phonological adjustment in Arabic system, and then bakwan jago translated to be bakwan jagung, with is the with the similar with the previous example that there is a phonological adjustment. So, and the third example, it would be martabak telur mini, which is translated into Arabic became martabak tilur mini. Of course, with the phonological adjustment in Arabic system. So in this case, we can see that translators tend to preserve or maintain the cultural terms of the cuisine into Arabic without any semantic shift or semantic adjustment. So the translator tend to only the direct translation, only the change the written, not the meaning, only the form, and then they adjust with the phonological system, so it can be make easy to Arabic speaker. So from the data, we can see that the role of borrowing in culinary translation there is a five. The first one is the preserving a local culinary identity. The second one, promoting authentic cultural experiences. The third, enhancing cross-cultural understanding. Fourth, strengthening sustainable economic appeal. And the last one is reinforcing global culinary branding. So, this study refers that the translator consistently use the pure borrowing strategy. So, the borrowing strategy it is can be implicated to the supporting the sustainable culinary tourism. For example, like inverse global recognition of Indonesian cuisine through cultural preservation, authenticity, and cross cultural understanding. So the study is limited by a small data set and focus only on the pure borrowing. So future it will be expanded data across the digital platform and languages. So it can be make a perfect for the next studies of the translator and the tourism studies. Thank you for the attention. Terima kasih. Thank you. Shukran.